New at 6:30, a Forest Grove police officer is facing charges after the Washington County Sheriff's Office says he destroyed Halloween decorations at a stranger's home while off duty. Earlier today, Fox 12's Kendra Kent spoke with the family involved. They say the suspect terrorized them in the middle of the night and even tried to kick in their door and fight with them. She joins us live tonight with their interview. Kendra?
Well, Pete, the woman says that this happened early Halloween morning and that at the time she had no idea why this suspect was even targeting her home. But she thinks later, when she found out more about the case, that it had to do with her Black Lives Matter flag that was displayed on her garage. This is Officer Stephen Teets. This photo was, we know that this was Officer Stephen Teets. He was cited by the Washington County Sheriff's Office and charged with second-degree criminal mischief and second-degree disorderly conduct. The Forest Grove man involved says they woke up in the middle of the night to their truck alarm going off, and then they saw a man banging on their Black Lives Matter flag. They say when they confronted him from their doorway, he ran at them, so they shut the door and locked it. That's when the family says the suspect started kicking their door, trying to open it and yelling at them. They say that he then destroyed their Halloween decorations and patio lights. They called 911 for help and said the man then took off. Morella Castaneda said it was tough for her to find out whether police ever found the suspect or made an arrest. And she says she only found out the suspect was a cop after she later Googled his name. She told me the experience was terrifying, and not knowing what was going on made it much worse.
The frustration of not being able to get information and, knowing that this guy knows exactly where I live, came back the next day, and me not knowing anything. It just added just so much more fear. I wasn't allowing the children to go anywhere. I had to go buy cameras for the door because, there I was kicking myself for not having all these things. My husband's talking about, getting weapons.
Castaneda says it turns out that Forest Grove officers responding to her 911 call found their off-duty co-worker, Officer Stephen Teets, nearby and gave him a ride home. The case was then given to the Washington County Sheriff's Office to investigate. Teets' lawyer reached out to us today with a statement on his client's behalf saying Stephen is a 10-year Army veteran whose service included combat deployments in Iraq and Afghanistan. In 2009, he was honorably discharged as a staff sergeant, earned a bachelor's degree, and became a Forest Grove police officer. These are stressful times for the strongest among us. Stephen is addressing a personal issue for which he deserves support and understanding rather than condemnation. Now, the woman that we also spoke with says that she does help that man gets the help that he needs, but she says he should not be a police officer anymore. She says she doesn't feel safe with him as a police officer, and she says others in the community don't as well. The Forest Grove police chief also released a statement yesterday to the department's Facebook page saying that he takes the allegations very seriously and that once the Washington County Sheriff's investigation and the criminal case is finished, the Forest Grove Police Department will then launch its own investigation. The chief said in part the integrity of the Forest Grove Police Department is essential to public trust. Please know that all allegations about the department's police officers are reviewed and investigated to assure compliance with local, state, and federal policy, and that these officers are held accountable to those policies. Now, Officer Teets will have his first court appearance on December 1st. Reporting live tonight, Kendra Kent, Fox 12 Oregon.